Every time I open the Word of God, I'm actually convinced and so much sure that Jesus never intended for his believers to live weak and powerless lives. His Word tells us clearly how to walk in the Spirit and be led by the Spirit on a daily basis. Yet I am also convinced today that the majority of Christians lead substandard spiritual lives. They rely on their senses and feelings more than the Spirit's leading, often making decisions as critical as the choice of their life partner on the basis of how they feel or how that partner looks. The church has become very, very much weak. And the church, I urge you today to wake up from this slumber. God desires that you be more than a conqueror, not a groveling child or children who are knocked down by every wind that blows. There is so much more of God available to you and I if you only reach out and take hold of Him. If you appropriate the clear teaching of His Word. Remember in Genesis chapter number 1 verse 1 it says we find a very clear picture or a very clear illustration which says in the beginning God. These first four words tells us that all things begins with God. All things have their origin in Him, and anything that is outside of God is actually demonic. All things have their origin in Him. Sometimes our minds cannot fathom this fact or this reality, but we can know it and be confident in it, for the Word has actually clearly illustrated this to us. You cannot start your education in the school of the Spirit without meeting Him. You need to go back to the drawing board, consider the author of your life, the Alpha Omega. The realm of the Spirit does not begin with an experience. It actually begins on your knees with a decision to go on with God. If you desire to live a successful life as a Christian, your starting point must be God. Never neglect the secret place, the place of prayer. And the more we neglect the secret place, the more we neglect the place of prayer, the more weaker and weaker is the church becoming each and every day. Life in the Spirit does not come on a silver platter, my brother or my friend. There is a price to pay. In that price, if you check that price, I want you to listen to this one. If you check that price, it is actually obedience. How obedient are you? And how do you actually follow instructions? It is a process. Keep on obeying. You have to keep on going. Your life has to be one of spiritual growth. But all things can actually be given birth right from the place of prayer. Thank you so much.